Choose any ATM of your convenience and stand a chance to win gold sovereigns.
Lanka Pay.
Prime Minister Dr. Harani Amarasuriya was sworn in as the Minister in charge of the portfolios of Justice, Public Administration, Internal Affairs, Provincial Councils, Local Government, Health, Labour, Education, Science and Technology, Women, Child, Sports and Youth Affairs. She will also be the Minister in charge of Trade, Commerce, Food Security, Cooperative Development, Industries and Entrepreneurial Development. Parliamentarian of the National People's Power Vijitha Herath meanwhile was sworn in as the minister who will oversee the portfolios of Buddha Sasana, Religious and Cultural Affairs, National Unity, Social Protection and Mass Media, Transport, Highways, Ports and Civil Aviation, Foreign Affairs, Public Security, Environment, Wildlife and Forest Conservation. He will also be in charge of the Ministries of Water Supply, Plantation and Social Infrastructure Development, Rural and Urban Development, Housing and Construction. Meanwhile, President Anurakumara Dissanayaka will be the Minister of Defence, Finance, Economic Development, Policy Formulation, Planning and Tourism, Energy, Agriculture, Lands, Livestock, Irrigation, Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. Meanwhile, the President also appointed 15 secretaries for Cabinet Ministries. GP Saputantri was appointed as the Secretary to the Prime Minister, while WMDJ Fernando received the appointment as a Secretary to the Cabinet. KDS Ruwan Chandra was appointed the Secretary to the Ministry of Transport, Highways, Ports and Civil Aviation. Mahinda Siravardhana was appointed the Secretary to the Ministry of Finance, Economic Development, Policy Formulation, Planning and Tourism. Aruni Vijayawardena was reappointed as the Secretary to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The post of Secretary to the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology was handed over to JT M. Jayasundara. K. Mahesan received the appointment letter as a Secretary to the Ministry of Women, Child, Sports and Youth Affairs. M. Naimuddin was appointed as a Secretary to the Ministry of Commerce, Food Security, Cooperative Development, Industries and Entrepreneurial Development. Meanwhile, AMPMB Athapattu was appointed the Secretary to the Ministry of Rural, Urban Development, Housing and Construction. Dr. Palitha Mahipala was reappointed as the Secretary to the Ministry of Health. WPP Yasaratna received the letter of appointment as the Secretary to the Ministry of Justice, Public Administration, Internal Affairs, Provincial Councils, Local Government and Labour. Prabhat Chandrakirti was appointed the Secretary to the Ministry of Environment, Wildlife, Forest Conservation, Water Supply, Plantation and Social Infrastructure Development. MPNA Vikramasinghe was appointed as a Secretary to the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands, Livestock, Irrigation, Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. Meanwhile, Ranjit Ratna received the appointment letter as a Secretary to the Ministry of Buddha Sasana, Religious, Cultural Affairs, National Unity, Social Protection and Mass Media. KTM Udayanga Hemapala was appointed as the Secretary to the Ministry of Energy.